Hi and welcome. In this episode we're gonna take this skeleton and make it do this. And when this is ready, like you can see in the picture, we're gonna turn it around and start making all the stuff inside. So let's start the process. That was a lot of welding and a lot of long weldings. Okay, now it's plated, welded and grinded, so now we have to turn it around, but we need something to have it on. So a frame with wheel sounds good. Yep, it fits. Time to Trymount the axles so we know where the other stuff is going. There the mounts for the differential is done. Time to make the connection plates between the differential and the hydraulic motor. Okay, I made this coupler thing. It's gonna fit on the hydraulic motor like this, and then it's gonna fit to the differential like this. I'm lacking the right screws, so I'm not able to put it there yet. And I'm also gonna put some rubber feet in between here, so it has some movement it can make, so it doesn't tear the fasteners apart, because it's coupling two rotating things, and I think that I will need some slack in there. So I'm gonna use some door stoppers and cut them and grind them to the right size, so they are between here, so there's a bit of rubber that gives in. Well, that's the idea anyway. We have to see if it works. I bought some very cheap door stoppers in rubber, and I'm gonna use them for this connection. So I made 3 out of 1, and it seems like it's fitting. Okay, I was cutting up 2 of those into smaller pieces and threaded them on those screws. So I'm gonna mount this one there. Well, like this. Then I believe this rubber is going to absorb some of the motion, so it's not going to be that hard for the connection, hopefully. Time to make the mounting plate for the hydraulic motor. Okay, I made a bunch of connectors and fasteners for the hydraulic motor to be connected to the differential. It was a lot of work, not done yet. I have all this to grind and drill and so on. Then I have to cut all the bolts to the right length. So it's a lot of work that you don't see. Mounted, and it seems to fit. Okay, I have these sprockets that I'm going to use in between the differential and the axle. So it's going to be the connection between the differential and the axle. So I just took one of those I have and just machined away part of it. It's not ready machined yet, but the main part is. So now this one is fitting inside there, and Now I'm able to lock it to the axle. So the axle is coming here and is getting locked inside this one. And this one I'm planning to mount with screws to the differential. And then later on, if you imagine this one on the diff, I'm gonna build, I'm not sure of the English word, but it's a blocker, so the diff can't stop on one wheel, it have to go on all wheels. And I'm gonna use this to do that. Okay. Now I just have to machine 3 more. Yes, my steel template fits. So that means that the hole is okay. Now I can use that template to get the correct holes in the sprockets. Okay, and the sprocket looks nice from this side. But on this side, I'm gonna have a small problem due to the holes are so close to the border, and I might have to do something there so I can get the screws in. But I can't do too much because I need the walls to clamp it around the axle. So, well, we have to see. Okay, I'm done machining the walls here now. Made cutouts for the head of the screws, and what I'm now lacking is to make countersinks in the bottom here, so the screw is going down. Hopefully this is enough. I'm hoping to get the screws this week. And then I can countersink according to them. So I have to wait with that, and I have to do the number 2 of this one as well now. Okay, both sprockets for the front carriage is done. It was a lot of work. As I told earlier, I'm just lacking to countersink for the screws, but I can't do that before I get the screws, so because I don't know exactly the size of the heads on the screws. But the main part of the work of those 2 sprockets are done now. And the locking mechanism is going to fit inside here. It's if I push a little bit, it goes straight in, like that. And that one is going to lock to the axles. So I'm gonna test fit it now with some other screws that doesn't have the right head, but I'm gonna test mount it to the differential to see how it's going to be. I just received this 12.9 bolts that I have been waiting for. They're going to connect this adapter plate I made to the differential. So it's going to be mounted like that, and then the hydraulic motor is coming into this adapter plate. So I'm gonna try to mount it and see how that goes. I haven't had these bolts before, so I'm not sure that they actually fit. I have to test. Yes, they fit. So I've done the ordering correct. Okay, I got the screws today, so it's these ones that I'm going to use. So now I have drilled even more in the walls, and I have countersinked all the holes now, so they fit like this. Not too bad, but the countersinker was not a very good countersinker, so it was hard as hell. But now I'm gonna try to mount it in the right place, and then I have to do the other one as well. Okay, a small setback when I was mounting everything. Now when the sprockets were done and the axles came in place and so on, I discovered that it was a little bit crooked. It wasn't straight, so I had to cut off the fasteners and start all over again. I just had to do it because it wasn't fitting. Okay, much better. It took me a while to cut this away and adapt it for the new position, but now everything is straight as it's supposed to be. I had a slight misangle that ruined the whole thing, which I didn't see until now. But now that is fixed, so now I'm going to put the hydraulic motor here and align that one as well. Now the hydraulic motor is connected to the differential, but all the fastening plates I made doesn't fit anymore, so I have to adapt them as well. But it have to be done. It have to be straight. So it takes a little bit more time than I thought, but I will get there. This one for the hydraulic motor doesn't fit anymore, so I have to make an adaptation. So I'm gonna adapt it by making a new cut in it and then bend it and weld the cut so it's going to fit into the hull again. Okay, as you can see, I made a cut here with a plasma torch. Now I'm gonna bend this section so it's going to fit into the hull. Now I just have to weld this and this, and it's strong again. Okay, the front carriage hull is done, and the hydraulic motor is in, differential is in, and the axles are in. So that's it for this time, people. I hope to see you next time.